I've led such an incredibly blessed life, and I am so grateful for my service and contracting business and for what it has done for me and my family. I want you to have the same. I feel like you wouldn't be looking at my information here if you too were not looking for something different in your working life. But let's face it, your business life pretty much affects your personal life in that you suddenly have more personal time with family and friends that you're able to plan because you run the show. Not someone else telling you that you have to be here and you have to go there for a certain time. Do you have to be careful and be sure that you're working the required time to make your living? Well, of course, but you control that. Ran properly, as you create your dream job, you'll have the extra money to do those things with your family too. Bear with me if you've heard my story already, but it was over 30 years ago, but it seemed like not that long ago. I was a single dad taking care of my son on my own with no other means of support. And I couldn't get my financial life together due to a crap economy that lasted nearly 5 years in the early 1980s. I was in the commercial construction field and I loved it. And I was making killer money. And I was working, but I was constantly being laid off, called back, and laid off again. This went on for about 3 years. Someone else was in control of my future. After I was laid off yet again 3 weeks before Christmas, with no promise of return to work, I decided to take control of my future. Now, this took place in about 1984. I seriously thought at the time, my employer just thought that because of my single dad status that I would just put up with the on and off again job that I had. As I stated, I was making great money when I was working, but my personal economy went in the tank when I was laid off, as you can imagine. I decided I would create my own job. And it wasn't easy, and there were plenty of struggles, believe me. But I just kept pushing. But as it turns out, I created more than a job. Over time, I created a system. My system allows me to earn an incredible living and control my time doing that. From the system I created, successful small service contracting, I found my joy and my purpose. Helping people like you build single operator contracting businesses to share their skills with their clients and get paid handsomely for it. Soon my students were using my contractpreneur methods, building businesses in every small contracting niche imaginable. Plumbers and carpenters and electricians and handymen, cleaners, housekeepers, painters, gutter cleaners, pressure washers, roofers, landscapers, the list goes on. Just about any single operator service or contracting business greatly benefits from my system. The core of it is my choices menu pricing system and maximum results with minimum effort online marketing system. Choices menu pricing gives the contractor the power to accurately price his or her work so as to never have to guess what to charge or even wonder if you're making enough money to support the business and the owner. It's flawless. Maximum results with minimum effort marketing keeps the flow of new clients coming in steadily, providing you with your ideal clients. This is the information you need to gain new clients consistently, to be able to give the client choices in the level and the price of their work that they request, all the while keeping your overhead and profit where it needs to be to keep you in the black, with your salary paid week after week, month after month, and year after year. Now keep this in mind. My path can be your path. I didn't pioneer the single operator business model of creating your own job. You know, the one-man band sort of thing. But what I did pioneer is a system that ensures a killer future for the single operator of a proper marketing and cash flow that allows a positive, successful business. A business that people will wonder, how can he or she be so successful and be such a small business? It's all about the contractpreneur concept of utilizing vetted and trusted subcontractors. This maximizes your business for profits while not killing your body trying to make a living. Now, maybe I'm just a few years ahead of you. I just got started a little bit earlier than you did. It wasn't that long ago that I was just starting out, unsure that anyone would even want to pay for my services. But I was desperate for a change. I needed to feed my kid and show him that his dad could take care of business. I just kept taking baby steps, putting one foot in front of the other. And I made a ton of mistakes, trust me. But I just kept pushing. I gradually built a service and contracting business that has given my family a lifestyle that we could have never even dreamed of. And as a result of that, I've been able to help and serve hundreds of people and to find and build their own dream job. I want you to have that same thing. I want you to be able to do the work that you were put on earth to do, working a business that makes you an incredible income. I hope you'll join me in this well-traveled, well-worn path, my path. It's been an incredible joy, an incredible blessing, and I want you to experience it right along with me. Why reinvent the wheel? Now, I mentioned earlier that I pioneered my system. Pioneers are the ones laying face down in the dirt with arrows in their backs, and I've taken the arrows for you. When I started out, there were literally no teachers. I had to cut my own path in those early years. Everyone's closed mouth about the secrets of a successful contracting business. No one wants to train their competition, and that's the reality of it. Especially how to run a highly successful but incredibly small contracting business with low stress, no employees, and high earnings. That almost sounds too good to be true, I know. But I've done it for over 30 years myself. But you don't need to cut the path, okay? I've spent more than a decade refining the formula and teaching it to hundreds of people just like you. Now is your time. Create your own dream job. Check out my free 5-video workshop. It's full of information you'll want to have, and it won't cost you a dime, and there certainly is no obligation whatsoever. Just click the link. I'll see you on the other side, and thanks for being here today.